She lived life the way she wanted to and made her dreams come true. Hey, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and I'm a spiritual worker, tarot reader, and sound healer. And this is a pick a card reading for the month of May. Now, if you like to have your readings by your sign, your zodiac sign, I have those as well for the month of May. They're organized by playlist on my channel, but I wanted to try pick a card because I love pick a cards. And yes, so we'll do that for the month of May, for the middle of the month. And what I'll do is I'll start off with an oracle card, and then I'll lay a situation, path, outcome spread for your tarot. I'll pull a love card, a career, money, and finances card, and I'll close with another oracle card. Okay, and I have all four elements represented here with this Bahor incense burning for air, candle for fire, some azaleas for earth element, and water for my water signs. And as always, before I start your reading, I love to clear the energy and make sure that we're vibrating really nice and high so that we're open to all of the wonderful messages that universe has for you. So I'll play a healing sound tone for your vibration and for cleansing your aura. And then that'll be really good because it'll get you prepared for, like, really relaxed to select your group for your reading. Okay? All right, so go ahead and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Release any tension that you feel in your body. Allow any fears, doubts, or worries to melt away. Know that this is your time. I see truth, I hear truth, I know truth, and I speak truth. So must it be on all dimensions. Ashe. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the image up so that you can select your group for your reading. Take a nice deep breath, remain relaxed, and see which item you connect with, okay? And I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group one. All right, so welcome to your reading. I am going to pull an oracle card. All right, you've got two, truth and beauty. So what I see here is that you are coming into a full awareness and understanding and acceptance of the things that make you beautiful. And you're defining your own beauty. It's like you're not falling into the trap of doing things the way that other people suggest, or you're kind of making your own path. You're making your own path. And I see a lot of self-acceptance here with this beauty card, and just an awareness of what the truth is. Also connecting more with your intuition, okay? And accepting truth for what it is, and taking charge because you're more confident in your truth, okay? I'm going to pull from my Power of Surrender deck to see what's going on with any things you're letting go of or that universe suggests. Okay, surrender to passion. So not necessarily letting go, but embracing the passion in life. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Allow yourself to be completely unique and raw and That way you're able to embrace your truth, the truth of who you are. And you realize that there's no shame in who you are. There's no shame in the choices that you make that come from so deep within. Because that's you. That's you. So yes, embracing the passion. And also with that passion, I see both a physical passion, like just allowing yourself to experience the freedom of enjoying your libido and a connection with another person, and sometimes a connection with yourself. You know, there's a lot of power in that when you enjoy expressing your physical passion. There's a lot of joy and freedom in that. Okay. All right. I am going to lay a situation path outcome spread for you. Divine, what messages do you have for group 1? What messages do you have for group 1? Okay. Two, three. All right, so for your situation, you have the High Priestess. Not getting into my little setup here. What I see here, there's a desire within you right now that you are becoming more and more aware of and more empowered to express and to accept. But it's like a spiritual power. It's a power where you know who you are. You are unashamed of anything about you. And it's just radical self-acceptance. And so for your situation, I see that I see a lot of internal work going on with accepting yourself. For some of you, there may have been comments or statements that you have heard in your past that you've been holding on to that have made you feel inadequate. And you are really wanting to rise above all of that, all of those memories that haunt you and that come to you at the most, like at times where you want to feel free. But Spirit is guiding you to a level where you will have the mental strength to do that, to really select the thoughts that you choose to allow to impact your vibration, your emotions. So a lot of mental strength through spiritual work, okay? And with that spiritual work, I see shadow work. I see Pluto is retrograde right now, so there's a lot of thoughts about the past and going over, reviewing like how things have gone down in your life. And we're having sort of this purging impact play out through the cosmic energy. So this is something that is impacting a lot of people, where we're reflecting on old situations and realizing how that has impacted us in a negative way, and we're letting go of it. So you're letting go. You're letting go of a lot of self-defeating things. For your path, you have Knight of Raphael, which is Knight of Cups. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. I see that there is some romance, but I also see this with like a true passion for something in your life, like that. Yeah, that goes along with that passion card. So for some of you, this is a relationship, because with that Knight of Cups, there's definitely, somebody coming in. And I see the passion there. It's very, it's like a deep thing, it feels really good. Just, remain aware. Awareness is good. So with Divine telling you to surrender to passion, I definitely think that this is something that's good for you to explore. You know, it's good to explore it. Yeah. And for your outcome, you have divine guidance. The search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. So divine is really guiding you to connect with people who are truly going to support your growth and your benefit. You know, like, beware of the people that you surround yourself with. Beware of the people that you go to for help. But when this card shows up, Divine always will make sure that you have access to the information that you need, the people that you need. Okay? And this goes back to that High Priestess card where you're doing some deep inner work and you are really beginning to rely on your intuition, and you're making a lot of spiritual progress, you know? So, yes. When we go through times like that, though, where we're getting downloads and we're really surrendering to spirit and growing, we do have to guard our energy, though, because you can have ascension symptoms as you are going to higher dimensions. And you want to stay hydrated, you want to get lots of rest, and sometimes you can get sort of like a sick feeling because your spirit is ascending, like energetically you are just really growing, and so you have to adjust to it. You know, our bodies have to adjust to that energetic change, and so be patient with yourself and be really good to yourself physically. You know, stay hydrated and take good care of yourself, okay? All right, so I'm going to pull a love card for you, Divine. What message do you have for group 1? All right, social expectations. Keeping up the outward appearance, but inwardly wasting away is not fair to you or your partner. Learn to let go. So if there is something that seems to be very like third dimensional, kind of low vibe, ego-based sort of concerns as far as, you know, what are people thinking? What is, you know, what are they going to think if, or, you know, don't put any limitations on what you want in life with your love based on other people that don't pay your bills and that probably are not very supportive in the first place. You know what I mean? You gotta do what's right for you. And that's so much easier said than done, because sometimes in the moment our mind is like, you know, it takes over, right? That subconscious mind. But you have what it takes. And see, that goes back to that the High Priestess card. You're going through major like acceptance of self, and so this is not going to continue to play out as an issue. I don't think. I think this is just something that will have to be kept in check, like really worrying about what other people think, you know. Who cares what they think? Are you happy? Then let's go. All right, I'm going to pull a career, money, and finances card. Okay, you've got money manager. Oh, that's a good card. This card could indicate your career finances could take a giant leap forward. Yes. Consider careers in money management, banking, accounting, or anything in finance. You can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. I mean, I love when I pull this card. Like, yes, spirit, yes. So that's great. Okay, so look for abundance and opportunities with your career, your finances, and for some of you, it's like success coming to you through something that you manage for yourself, like a business or a side hustle or something like that. And it's going to bring in some really nice abundance for you and take off in one way or another. You know, you're going to see some advancement. All right, I'm going to close with another oracle card to find what message do you have for group 1. Solitude, solitude. So go into, oh, okay, so this makes sense, because when I see that solitude, I'm thinking like this High Priestess card where you are really going within and you're focusing on your intuition. And in order to do that, sometimes we just have to step out of that like third dimension stuff and go completely like, I don't know, like depending on if you're doing shadow work or like connecting with ascended masters and orishas and all of that. It's how deep you want to go or how high you want to go. You know, it just depends. But really going within and doing a lot of reflecting on things that you can let go of that no longer serve you, but also through that process being gentle and patient with yourself, because the act of letting go takes a lot of energy. It does. And then what you realize is, okay, I've been resisting. Now I realize that the full act of letting go is so much easier than I ever thought. You know, so it's tough at first because there's resistance, and then we grow, you know, we get stronger and you get the hang of it. So enjoy time alone, do some things that you want to do for yourself, and you are experiencing major growth in your life, not only spiritually, but financially as well, with that money manager. I love it. All right, I hope this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, Safari, what messages do you have for Group 2? All right, truth, beauty, and fertility. All right, so you are coming into an awareness of all of the goodness that you give, that you bring. You understand that you are a gift. I'm feeling that Empress energy where you are bringing forth your creativity and your uniqueness that you have to give to the world. It may be something that before you were a little bit ashamed of, and now you are understanding that you have power and you have a very important purpose, and you're embracing it, and you are going to call that forth and bring that into existence, that manifestation of your truth and your unique vision, right? All right, you've got beauty. So I see also just like, because I'm seeing inner beauty and acceptance of who you are, but I'm also seeing like a renewed interest in pampering yourself, taking good care of yourself, taking the time to stop and soak in the tub, or to, you know, splurge a little bit and buy something that you've been wanting, or just something, doing something that really adds to the beauty of your life. It could even be like your surroundings. So for some of you, you might be creating sacred space and getting your incense together and, you know, your little decor. I mean, that's so fun, right? To do that. I do that too. And it's not like you have to splurge a whole lot. You can, you know, I go to Ross, Dollar Tree. I mean, getting some cute stuff, right? And coming into your truth and just saying, you know what? I see you like just not putting up with a lot of the same old things that you have before, where you wanted to please someone, or you would do something that wasn't really in agreement with what you truly felt. You just did it because you felt like that's what you had to do in order to be accepted or to feel approved of. But you're coming into your own truth and understanding that you don't need someone else's approval, and you're defining your life on your terms. Okay? I'm going to pull a Power of Surrender card. Okay. Surrender your desire to control. All right. Being over controlling. Okay, my card spilled. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. So this could be where if you are interacting with someone, it could be that you feel that you are being controlled, sort of manipulated. Not all out controlled, but just manipulated. You know, it could be something as small as like persuading you to feel differently from how you really feel about any topic, anything. But it's just like you feel like maybe you can't have your voice be heard all the time. And like you see where you want to get, like you see the destination, but it's like somehow we keep ending up over here. Like things always seem to go to the left, and it could be because you are in a controlling situation. So that goes right along with that truth, where you are seeing the truth in how people relate to you, and you're following your gut feeling so that you, because that will always lead you to the right thing. So trust your gut, because there could be some controlling people around. And for some of you, I see that maybe there's, this could be sort of within you, where you feel like in order to get a grip on a relationship, or if you have maybe a fear of someone leaving you, you might kind of hold on to them. And that might, you know, sometimes when a person feels like you're holding on too tight, it can actually make them not appreciate you, because they feel like you're always around, you're always there, you're so motivated to be in that relationship. So they're like, oh, they'll never go away. You know, kind of like, I can do whatever I want to do because they'll always be around. So be careful with that, because, you know, mystery is good, and just not letting somebody know that they always have you in their back pocket. Sometimes that's not a good thing. You know, you want to allow for more space so that people, because when you do that, people really do appreciate you more. You know, like when they miss you, and they feel like you're not always available. It usually, especially between men and women, like when a woman backs off a little bit from a man, sometimes, not in a manipulative way, but just sometimes, you know, not texting as often or whatever, you know, and just giving them a little bit more space, and you'll see that a lot of times they'll show more interest, because they like the chase just a little bit. But not to be like mean. If they're a good dude, you know, you don't have to play games, but sometimes a little bit of space is good in any relationship. All right, I'm going to pull a situation path outcome spread for you to find what messages do you have for group 2. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you have, for your situation, you have the Tower. Change your life, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Okay. I definitely see change as far as letting go of something, seeing through, like, it's like There's no more wool being pulled over your eyes. You've got 20/20 vision, and you're seeing things for what they really are. And this is leading to universe being like, okay, you don't need it anymore. Let's go. Let's take off those training wheels. You can ride. You are good. You know, like you can do this. So I see there being a letting go of something. For some of you, this is a relationship. And for some of you, it's not necessarily like cutting off the relationship or doing away with it, but it's setting boundaries within it. And sometimes that can actually be harder than just cutting off a relationship, right? Because it takes more. When you just, say, I'm done, then, you can just kind of walk away. But sometimes you need to work with it. Sometimes you need to work with it. And it's a part of that, like, relationship building and gaining strength of character for myself through what I'm doing in this relationship. Evolving, So for some of you with this Tower, it's where you are letting go of something, and it's going to bring change, and it's going to bring transformation. But I was getting tongue-tied. But it is also going to bring about an immense amount of evolution for you, personal evolution. Now for your path, you have Queen of Ariel, which is Queen of Pentacles. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. You had the Fertility card. So this gives me vibes kind of like the Empress, and with this Queen of Pentacles, it's a lot of abundant, creative energy for you. And I feel like for some of you, with it being a fertility card and then this Queen of Ariel, it's giving me vibes of procreation, of pregnancy. So if that's something you want, then yay. If it's not, then, do what you got to do to, I don't know, to plan. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a time for you where you are physically very fertile as well. And but I see a lot of creativity coming about from you. It's like you're birthing beautiful ideas, and it's like they've been in your mind, and now you're bringing them down to really manifest them so that it's your reality. So some things that you've been wanting to come to pass are coming about. And then for your outcome, you have Two of Michael, which is Two of Swords. So that speaks to overanalyzing, needing to make a decision. What I do see that Spirit is saying here is that as you go through these events where your life is changing and you're sort of going through this sort of purging of energy that does not serve you, and of relationships and situations that don't serve you, there could be the tendency to kind of get stuck because you are analyzing things a little too much in your mind. And a lot of that can be with like self-doubt as well, So just have the confidence to say, you know what? I trust myself. I trust myself. That's a great affirmation. I love that. Trust yourself. I trust myself. Because a lot of people don't trust themselves, because they're so afraid of doing the wrong thing or making the wrong move. And it's good to be, to plan and to be cautious, but sometimes you just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to go with it. And those moments can be a little frightening, a little scary, but once you get past it, it gets so much better. And then the next time you have to conquer something, you're like, oh, well, I did that other thing, so I got this. All right, I'm going to pull a love card for you. Message. All right, you got two. On again, off again. Someone's entering your life. who may disappear and reappear. Don't get trapped in this cycle. And you know what? That could lead to that Two of Michael, where it's like, maybe sometimes you're overanalyzing because there's some manipulation going on. You know, maybe that's why you're sort of, your thinking right now seems a little clouded. It's not that it's clouded, it's that there's manipulation. So cut ties with people that are manipulating and where it's been a pattern. You know, if you notice a pattern of manipulation, it's time to let go. You also have soulmates. Your soulmate will come into your life to challenge you and help you grow. It will be an undeniable connection. I think there's some things that need to be cleared out so that the good can come in. Because I feel like when the connections that no longer serve you, or the connections to people that no longer help you grow right now are cut, then you're going to notice like you have room in your life for a soulmate type of relationship. Okay? All right. I am going to pull a money, career, finances card for you. All right, define what message do you have for group 2? All right, new money. Oh, yes. Something new you've been working on will be very profitable. And so that's a lot like that Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, and that fertility. So you got some really beautiful ideas that you're really allowing to develop. Okay, you should consider creating a new source of income. So I just posted about that on my Instagram. Like, buy the domain, write the book, like, we all have so many great ideas, but there's a lot of energy within you and around you right now, so that as you tap into this creative energy, if you go the distance and you do the work, universe is going to make sure that there is a lot of manifested wealth and abundance for you. If you have a money-making idea, do it. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. All right, I'm going to close with another oracle card. Divine, what message do you have for group 2? All right, you have be spontaneous. I think that goes with that Queen of Pentacles energy, where you are, and that fertility card, where you are really creating stuff. Like, allow your creative energy to just flow and be confident in it, because when you are unique and you are creating something, it's really easy to doubt yourself, especially if you're doing it your way and you're not like copying somebody else. You're like, I don't see anybody else doing this. Is this okay? But just know that, yeah, it's good. You have really great ideas. So be spontaneous and let that creative energy flow and dive deep. Keep a dream journal. You can do it like with an app. It's so easy. You can just tell your dream and, it'll, speech to text or whatever. But yes, I feel like in your dreams, you're going to have lots of messages of like ideas that you should use to create things right now, because those ideas are going to start flowing. And so be ready. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. And yes, I love it. You've got some beautiful, abundant, creative energy that is just really going to be amazing for you and your ability to express yourself, So enjoy it. All right, I hope that this was helpful, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to start off with an oracle card for you. All right, you have manifestation. So the things that you have been affirming and dreaming of and journaling about and talking about and thinking about, they're manifesting. Okay. And as I'm saying that, I get like positive imagery in my mind, because I know that for a lot of you, these are things that you have wanted, that you have been putting into, you've been putting action in there and like putting in effort, but it just seems like, when is it going to manifest? You know, like, when am I going to see the results of my labor? And now is that time. For some of you, this is also sort of just a heads up from universe. Just make sure that you're manifesting positive things. You know, if you are really suffering with anxious thoughts and thoughts of like worst case scenarios, make a really positive effort to switch those thoughts into like, change the perspective. You know, what if this happens? Well, what if it doesn't? And let me play that out in my mind, you know? So it's all about hacking the mind, but just beware of what you're manifesting, because for some of you, you're worrying and you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. And so with that, there's sometimes the manifestation of what we don't want to happen. So meditation is wonderful for that. Also surrounding yourself with encouraging people that help you to feel like you are able and capable and like you can be your confident self. If they don't do that, if that's not their vibe, they got to go. You know, because your vibration is everything. You know, the thoughts that you choose to think, that's everything. So if people aren't nurturing the goodness of your mind and the, you know, the positivity, you know, you can let them go. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull a situation path outcome for you. Divine, what messages do you have for group 3? All right. I'm going to need one more card. Okay, so you have, for your situation, 5 of Gabriel, which is 5 of Wands. So I see conflict. And I feel like this may be mental conflict, anxiety, that's manifesting like a feeling of like being stressed out and worn out. Like you might even start to feel physically tired because you are experiencing like worrisome thoughts and fears. But a challenge you can resolve. This is a challenge that you can resolve. So whether this is internal conflict or external conflict, internal being mental conflict, or if it's outside of you, externally, you know, having issues with someone else, having issues on a job, having issues, it is a challenge that you can resolve. So the only reason you have this conflict and this challenge is because universe is sharpening you and strengthening you so that you are prepared for anything of this magnitude. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, withdraw from the drama of others. So that's really important. I was saying that before about people around you. I feel like there's some people around you that, you know, it might be better to just avoid them, or, you know, you can say no thank you, or no, I don't, you know, or just kind of like not really involve yourself with them, because I see that they're having a negative impact and taking away your mental energy, you know. Have patience with yourself and those around you. Okay, so have patience with yourself and patience with your situation, even if there's someone that you need to let go of. You don't have to stress about it. You know, I've had to do that too. And, you know, it's not something that you have to really sweat You know what I'm saying? You don't have to just, if someone wants to spend time with you and you know that that's not something that's going to uplift you and it's going to bring your energy down, it is perfectly fine to not oblige. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to guard your energy. Okay, for your path, you have Two of Ariel, which is Two of Pentacles. It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So I see some conflict also with perhaps with finances or balancing tasks with your work, with your career. But once you really get the hang of raising your vibration in those moments where you're like, I don't even know. Like, you might feel tired of doing the same thing. You might feel like you just want to change. You just want something different. You want, better circumstances with your finance. You want all of that. But in that moment, just realize that, you know what? It's better than it could be. And point out all of the wonderful things that you're doing with your finances. Point out all of the good decisions that you've made, the good things that you've done, instead of focusing on any negativity, And that's going to inspire you and keep you motivated to have that positive perspective. But yes, balance, 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 balance. And then for your outcome, you have Five of Ariel, which is Five of Pentacles. Here's the thing. It says negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. That is the only thing that could possibly really pull you to a place where you don't need to be, is your own thoughts. So this is just a strong message from universe saying that if you are thinking negative thoughts and you are giving into that mental conflict, that internal conflict, that could really steer you away from the path that you really want to be on. Okay, that's what I see as the reason for this Five of Pentacles, because it's very likely if you're not guiding your thoughts to something more positive. Okay, so you can do it though. Keep your vibration high. Listen to some sound baths, go outside in nature, get like a singing bowl so you can relax, and you can go outside and play your singing bowl. That's really fun too. But find some ways to nurture your vibe. Okay, all right, I'm gonna pull a love card for you to find what message do you have. All right, you've got opposites attract and divinely guided. This love will be divinely guided. Trust the process in this relationship. You are exactly where you need to be. I see something very good with love relationship. Yeah. I mean, there's something there that it is a deeper lesson than just third dimension. It's like a soul lesson that's going on. And, divinely guided, that just means that it's where you are is where you're meant to be, and just trust the flow. Listen to yourself, follow your instinct, and trust yourself. And opposites attract. Someone may enter your life who's very different from you. You will complement each other. So I see that there's a difference here. It might be your vibe is sort of different. Like their style might be completely different from yours. Or maybe they were born in a different country than you were. Or that doesn't really make us opposites. But it's a difference. I see that there's like a difference there. But it gives you guys something to talk about. There's a spark there because of that difference, It's like, yeah, like when you date somebody outside of your culture, it's actually really it's very cool because you always feel like you're in an exotic situation. Like you're always discovering something new, whether it's a word of their language or a custom or tradition, you know? So yeah, I see some romance that sparked because of a difference between you. Not necessarily opposites, but just something different, but it adds to the spark. That's good. All right. I'm going to pull a money, career, and finances card for you. Go 30. All right, Gaia. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothed, and to regroup. Protecting the planet, herbalism, or working with nature could be for you. So this might even be like starting some kind of neighborhood co-op with gardening, or like something related to abundance and the earth element. I see earth. Yeah. So let's see. Universe is working with you. Believe in its subtle magnetism to guide you. Yes. And you already had in your relationship that you are divinely guided. So Gaia, Mother Earth, is really communicating with you and letting you know that she is providing so much abundance for you, and in a very practical way, just to connect with Earth. There might be something for you, like it says herbalism. I see that. I see like maybe taking up a hobby and using it to make money, whether you're like creating candles, like, you know, those really nice ones with the herbs and stuff in them, or, you know, just something involving the appreciation of earth energy, of Gaia. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to close with another oracle card. Divine, what message do you have for group 3? Breaking free. So there's something that you are breaking free from. It's, I see, with like those thoughts that have been really holding you down and keeping you from truly discovering and walking out your purpose. You know, just conflict, mental conflict. And that's something that takes a lot of effort at first. It takes a lot of effort at first to sort of say, all right, I know I'm thinking this, but I'm going to think this now. It feels like you have to do it over and over and over again. But as you do it more and more, you get so much better at controlling your thoughts, so that, you know, it comes more naturally to you. And I see that happening because you are gaining freedom. Okay. All right. I hope that this reading was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hey, group 4. Welcome to your reading. I'm going to start off with an oracle card. All right. You've got spirit guide and life purpose. So your spirit allies are leading you to your life purpose at this time. They are sending you messages. This often comes to us through spirit animals. Say if your grandparent, if there's an ancestor that's watching over you, loved, I don't know, eagles, and you see an eagle, then, you know, that's a message. They're guiding you to something. This could also be, for some of you, you are really connecting with higher dimensions. And as you're growing spiritually, you are connecting with so many more benevolent and loving spirits that are helping you and supporting you with divine love, okay? Very high vibrations here. Very high vibration. So I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some ascension symptoms going on where you feel just kind of like fatigued or a little bit nauseous, a little bit just off sometimes. And that's what happens when we expand spiritually. It's almost like our body has to catch up with our new energy level, our vibe, you know? So you're going through really amazing, powerful changes. And all of this is to push you into the true purpose of your life. I feel like you have done some really wonderful things, amazing things. But sometimes you doubt if it's really what's meant for you. And Spirit is saying that what you have done was on your path. We're always on our path. Sometimes we take a little detour and we meander a little bit. We go in here, we go in there, but we're still learning. And then when we get on our true path, we're using all of that knowledge that we gained while we were over here, you know? So even if you weren't 100% on your path, you were still learning and gaining knowledge and wisdom. So there's no need to regret. All right, I'm going to pull a surrender card. Divine, what message do you have? Those flew out there. You've got surrender. Oh, wow. Surrender to your soul's path. So that's what I was just talking about, like with your path. Yeah, I feel like you've been working really hard, but you feel like you question what you've done. Like, was it valid? Was it worth it? Was it the best use of my time? And sometimes what we do isn't. But that's a part of the journey too, is figuring that out. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Oh my gosh. See? You see that? So Divine is really saying your path is so beautiful. You don't have to doubt it, you know? Not one single step. You don't have to doubt one single step. Surrender your attachment to results. Yeah, it's about the process and not the outcome, you know? The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it, okay? So there might be something that you're really, really hoping for. And while that's good to do, to have that faith and that vision, when it gets to a point where it's just like, we can't even live our life because we're so obsessed with that, achieving that outcome, you know, that's not where we want to be. So you can distance yourself from the outcome and know that that will lead you more quickly to the outcome that you really want. Just letting go a little bit. Okay, I'm going to pull a situation path outcome spread for you. What messages do you have? Alright, so that's one. I need two more cards. Oh, two more cards. I love it. Okay, for your situation, you have the Justice card, okay? Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So for some of you, this may be dealing with a legal case, a legal issue that has been going on, and it will move in your favor. Just don't let anxious thoughts sort of crowd your mind, you know? Trust. Like, do all you can and then say, okay, it is what it is. But I do see something moving in your favor. And it may not be with the law. It could be with someone making a decision like to give you a promotion or You know, if you've applied for a loan, something that will move in your favor. Okay. For your path, you have 8 of Michael, 8 of Swords. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So that goes with the spirit guide card that you had, because your spirit allies are really looking out for you and guiding you with divine wisdom so that you know exactly what to do. Because there's something that you'll need to let go of. There's something that is going to require courage within you. And so your spirit allies want to make sure that you are guided by spirit through this process so that you know you don't have to do it alone. Okay? But yeah, there will be courage that, you know, you will be required to show some courage, muster up some courage. And that just requires letting go of fear, because you can do it. Whatever it is that is needed here for this courage, you absolutely have it within you to do. Okay. For your outcome, you have 8 of Gabriel, which is 8 of Wands, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. There's a lot of change coming into play, but I see it as moving in your favor. With this Justice card, I definitely see that there's something that's going to, and it may appear that it's not, but I feel like it could be a slow changing process, or it could feel like it is. But it's actually going to pick up speed with this 8 of Wands. It's gaining momentum. So that is good because I see it moving in your favor. I'm going to pull a love and relationships card for you. Divine, what message do you have for group 4? Alright, you have Devil in Disguise. Someone may appear like an angel, but has a hidden dark side. Don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. And go with your gut instinct. Divine is saying, you know, like you are able to read a person. You know what to do. It's just having, and that goes back to that courage. With that 8 of Michael, 8 of Swords card, you can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation. Not seeing things clearly. Look at that, not seeing things clearly, and you got the mask there. Says, don't let them pull the wool over your eyes. So there's something that they've not wanted you to see. There's something that someone has not wanted you to see. So just see it clearly. Okay? See it clearly. I'm going to pull a money, career, and finances card for you. Divine, what message do you have for group 4? All right, you have 2. All right, so you have setbacks. Your attempts to increase your income have been unsuccessful. Don't lose hope. Use this time to learn from your mistakes. And that's the key, is that whatever has not worked out, you have every single, and oh yeah, okay, because you also had the 8 of Wands, 8 of Gabriel. So things are picking up speed for you. I feel like this has felt like such a slow process to you. It's like, you're like, oh my God, when will this journey end? Or when will this pick up or take off? And it's tested your patience a lot. But things are going to start picking up speed. But I see that. And so Divine was like, okay, well, there's been some setbacks. So retail, there's something with retail that you need to keep in mind. If you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for it. So whatever creative ideas have been coming to you, let those flow freely. And yeah, you have the green light to start something. And it says, I always get this card for like e-commerce, like looking into purchasing your own website, creating your own website. And you can start simple. You know, you don't have to have some big thing, you know. But just start. Just start. It might even just be with putting yourself out there on social media, you know. But something that you can do to connect regarding an idea that you have. It's good. I feel like it's going to involve probably e-commerce, online retail. Save time, energy, and add passive income by taking your business online. Okay. All right. I am going to close with another oracle card for you. Divine, what message do you have for group 4? All right. You have mystery and patience. So I had talked about patience before. I feel like this part of your journey has just felt like so long and difficult, and you're like, when do I get my turn? But it's coming to you. And this says mystery. So a lot of times with this, I see like bringing in more mystery to a relationship, maybe not revealing so much about yourself, sort of keeping some things to yourself and guarding them. That doesn't mean you're being fake. That just means that you're, you know, your memories and your experiences, that's not necessarily everybody's business. So keeping some things to you. But I also see this as like indicating that a lot of on your journey, because it seemed like it's taken so long for things to happen. It's been a mystery to you. Like, when is this going to take off? But the reason why that mystery has been there is because Divine wanted you to learn the lesson of trusting yourself and trusting the universe. And so that has been the purpose of it seeming to take so long. You are learning so much in this process, you know, and that's going to make it so that when you get what you want, you're going to enjoy it more and you're going to know what to do with it. Okay? All right, so I hope that this was helpful to you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care.